Come on.
Know your land, know your prey.
What are we doing? There's a buzz. That could be its brain.
Did you miss me?
Wild, remote, rugged. These are the Canadian Rockies. The nearest town, Grand Cache, elevation 4,000 feet. Alberta is Mantracker's turf. Normally, he rescues the missing. But today, he won't be tracking the innocent. He's out here to go hunting. Hunting for two North Bay boys who think they'll stick it right to him. Dustin and Ian go way back. Being teammates is nothing new. Since they were kids, they've won championships on the gridiron and connected passes on the ultimate field. They're fit, fierce, and wildly competitive. And right now, they have one thing on their minds: leaving Mantracker in their dust. But this won't be a cakewalk. Mantracker has teamed up with Curtis Halleck of the Rocky Mountain Cree. The 31-year-old knows his way around these parts. It's his backyard. Curtis's horse was a wild one, but he caught him, broke him, and now the two are inseparable.
I call my horse Tibishka. It means night in Cree.
And like his horse, Curtis has a maverick past. As an outlaw, he lived off the land in the mountains for 5 years. Now, square with the law, Curtis is on Mantracker's side. Good thing, because if you don't know what you're doing, this wilderness can kill without warning.
Did you lose your colt? Not too long ago, eh? Not too long ago. The cougar probably leapt on the colt's neck, crushed its neck, and then had to deal with the mother. We've lost a few that way. It looked like she put up a good fight.
In this wild, isolated area, you better watch your back.
I would describe myself as interesting. I mean, I'm probably a hard person to kind of label. Yeah, my friends would probably describe me as fun and crazy. I hate losing just because it's a terrible feeling. I want to win this chase real bad. I want to stomp Mantracker. I am here to succeed. I am here to brag that I beat Mantracker.
We want to beat Mantracker because that's the challenge. That's the goal. That's what we came here for. We're gonna work for it, and it's good competition. He knows what he's doing. He's good at his craft, and we'll have to be sharp. I can't see us not finishing together. I think our bond and the trust we have is our strength, so we're not gonna break that apart.
So we figure, Hoss, let's make a whole bunch of tracks here.
Make it real confusing at the start.
The prey aren't wasting any time. The chase hasn't even begun, but the strategies are already in play.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on.
The fight for the finish is on. Dustin and Ian have 36 hours to get to a bridge 52 kilometers away. Their strategy, head in the wrong direction to throw Mantracker off his game from the get-go. Having spotted the flare, Mantracker is on the move. With no idea where the finish line is, he'll have to rely on hard evidence.
Because he'll be looking for tracks from this. All we want to do is send him the other way. We went the opposite direction. We doubled back through the bush. When we got out of the bush back to the trail, we slipped socks onto our feet, tried to leave as few tracks as possible.
Dustin and Ian have watched a lot of Mantrackers. They know that if they're going to win, they better play it smart. But no one should underestimate Mantracker. He's already found the flare site.
The rock's been moved. All that dirt on top came out of that hole right there. Very good tracks going downhill here. Almost too good. They're making this way too easy. They're very, very plain. They're right in the open. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, they could be setting us up.
Yeah. It didn't sit right with me. Normally, right off the bat, they try to stick to hard ground, leave no tracks. These guys were stepping in mud. The red flags went off, and I kind of thought this is not right. So we actually went the opposite direction. Well, this is a logical place for them to skirt around and come out. It looks like we got tramped down grass and stuff there. It's really tramped down right there at the base of that rock. We'll go up the trail a little ways and see if we can find some tracks.
Sweat's starting to pour. Legs are starting to burn. It's beautiful.
This winding trail carves its way up Mount Hamel at a steady incline. 1,000 unforgiving feet of crumbling rock at high altitude dead ahead.
I don't see nothing.
The prey's defensive tactics are working. Mantracker's looking for something, anything.
Well, there's a few little smudges here, but nothing that I'd call real good tracks. Well, we'll keep going up then.
There's only one reason we're gonna beat them. The melon. Big brains. All right, Ian, let's throw a diversion down.
Okay.
Something that's gonna take us 5 seconds, it's gonna take him 5 minutes to realize. So if we can make him hook back or, you know, a pile of sand with nothing in it in the middle of the trail and he has to get off his horse and go, is this a landmine or a pile of sand? You know, is this a trip? Why is there a pile of sand in the middle of the trail? So he's gonna get off and he's gonna look at it and he's gonna kick it and realize it's just sand and that's gonna get us into his head. These guys are playing games with me. Well, it's just him getting off his horse kills a minute right there. The more we get into his head, the more mistakes he's gonna make, and we're gone.
And we're gone.
And we're gone. And he's just gonna stop and go, what the heck is this?
Even with socks covering their shoes, the prey can't shake their hunter. The sun's low angle is exposing some flat, shiny imprints.
We can see their tracks here going down the road. They're kind of shiny spots, flat, where they've flattened out the dirt. It's a little bit loose. Yeah, so you get up here and you can hardly see them.
That's right.
We got something in the road up here.
It's like a little distraction.
Interesting. The prey have had some fun.
The prey are nearing the end of the tree line. Bad news, they'll be forced out in the open. Good news, the rocky slope ahead looks treacherous for horses.
Welcome to our first prey cam shot. What's the strategy, bro?
Just gonna pull a log in front, probably just slow him up.
Yeah, buddy, work it. Work that, brother. Watch your body. Man!
I guess if there was mind games being played with Mantracker, we wanted to let them know that, you know, we're not just gonna sprint away from you. We're not, you know, we're not that scared. Oh, he's gonna be nice and pissed.
These guys are throwing everything they can at Mantracker.
Right in the foothills of the mountain. When we switch him back right to the top, I think, of Mount Hamel, we're gonna try to send him left, send him the wrong way, dash across to our right to the trail. But in addition to that, we found some danger tape down the road. We're gonna bring it across where we're going. He might buy it, he might not, but it won't take long, so we're gonna do it.
Beautiful. He'd go down deep enough, we might find some oil.
Up there, right across the tree line, and we're still going.
Off the top of your head, what do you think you'd bring?
Goggles.
Goggles?
The sticks are dangerous, right? So if you have some sort of a visor on or some sort of a ski goggle on, you could just continue to run full speed.
Fairly industrious little beavers. They want me to get off my horse and move it, I will. Well, that might have gained them 30 seconds.
So let's keep our eyes peeled.
We're gonna be exposed for the next 45.
There's nothing up there.
Mantracker bites on the false tracks, but that doesn't matter now. He spots his prey.
See those guys up there?
Yep.
They could be sucking a bit of wind here. Coming from almost sea level, going up over 7,000 feet. Air gets pretty thin if you're not used to it.
See him? Let's go, horse. Come on.
Holy crap. Well, this country's tough. Goddamn rocks are tougher.
All right, let's rock this. Yeah, we definitely had to pick up our pace at that moment, and we just made the choice, hey, there's no point in following the trail. That's what he's got to do. Let's just get to the top and just keep running directly up the mountain.
Yeah, I could cripple a horse in this stuff.
Mantracker is forced to take it slow. Every step carries potential disaster for the horses.
Horse steps on one of these, you get a hell of a stone bruise and nothing flat.
Feeling safe and feeling cocky, with a decent jump on their tracker, the prey send a message.
I've been waiting for this one. Just to let them know, you don't scare us. We'll throw a frisbee down there. We're not trying to hide. Like, here we are.
See the frisbee? Oh, yeah.
Good shot, Hoss. Look at that thing fly. They're wondering what that was. Yes, man!
See those guys up there?
See him? Come on, Ian. Let's go, horse. Yes, man!
Spirits high, the prey reach the top of the mountain well ahead of Mantracker. The crumbling mountain debris has proven to be a treacherous barrier for the horses.
We weren't here to reach the top of Mount Hamel. That wasn't the goal. So it was a quick satisfaction. Put it back in the bag and let's get to what we're here for. Let's get to the bridge. This is gonna be killer for a horse. Look at all those loose rocks.
Well, we thought the rocks down below were tough. Sharp, jagged shit. Oh, we just got a stone that's jammed in here. Get a little bit of a stone bruise from this shit. Can be pretty tough on a horse. Little rocks like that, they get jammed in there and the horse takes 3 or 4 steps, they'll get a stone bruise in there, bruise the bottom of their foot. It's kind of like walking in bare feet for us and stepping on a sharp rock. Come on, buddy. Watch where you're going. Come on, big guy.
Smart feet. Smart feet.
Use your hands, too.
We want to make them think we're going right. We're going left at the bottom of this col or hill or mountain.
I mean, Ian is just a phenomenal leader. I'm so fortunate to have him with me. Very good at making decisions. Like in high school, I had a major mullet, something like a Kelly Gruber or, just a huge, huge mullet. And we were sitting out one day and Ian said, hey, I think it's time. Let's go to the barber's. And thankfully, I don't have a mullet anymore.
Even with a comfortable lead, the prey feel vulnerable in the open. They make a steady push for cover, but it's too late.
Well, that's them right there.
Get down, get down, get down.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
When we saw him, it made us pick up our pace. I mean, it was wide open. You could see us. There was absolutely nowhere to hide, so it was basically just scramble on, push forward, let's get to some cover, let's get out of here.
But when you see them, it's like, wow, like those are the guys that are trying to get us. That's when you know it was on for real.
Mantracker's patience is paying off. He may be behind the prey, but the horses are strong and gaining ground.
This is right where we saw them walking.
Dustin and Ian have already dug deep into their rations. They're trying to stay fueled using energy supplements.
Eating this stuff the whole way. God, look at it.
Oh, this is where we are right here, Dustin.
Hang on.
Dustin. Get it down. Let's find some water.
Look for blue, baby. Look for blue. It's H2O. But I don't think we're drinking this. You must be dehydrated. Look at all that salt in your cap.
Next time we see water, it'll be nice.
I haven't peed once since we left.
Not what we're looking for, eh?
That might be a cowboy hat. The shiny thing right through. Nope, light on a tree. Actually, that might be water.
Not too many shortcuts in this country, is there?
Nope.
Another piece of flagging tape. Last time we tied the flagging tape and we went down it. This time, let's tie the flagging tape and not go down it, because he's gonna have to think. And then chances are, he's gonna go down the road figuring we're playing the same game.
Let's get it lower. It doesn't look natural.
Yeah, no problem.
The last time they put this garbage in front of us, they didn't want us to go that way.
Nope.
And that's the way they went. This is obviously going to be the wrong way then. Lots of good tracks here. There's one, up there's another one. Let's go, bud. Right there. Look sharp, Curtis. They could be hiding. Shh. Gotta be here somewhere. Sharp, jagged chip.
The prey have been chased into a small patch of bush lodged between two trails and a main road. Mantracker is trying to sniff them out, but this forest is thick.
Our heart's racing. You're breathing as hard as you can imagine. Thoughts are racing. You feel like prey. I was as scared as I've ever been in my life.
Just full speed, full track, right through the bush, came to a pine tree, literally dove down, and hearts pounding, deep breaths, and just trying to listen. And all you could hear was boom, 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 and your head's doing the same thing as your heart, boom, 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 and you couldn't hear a single thing in that bush.
Not much we can do right now. We know they're right here close. There's just nothing we can do about it. We could look all night in that bush and never find them.
It's a good thing we looked back down that trail.
My adrenaline's pumping right now.
We should maybe be sitting right out there. They're not going to be looking for us in front of them. All the places those prey had to go.
Situation serious, down to their last drop. Mantracker heads down the main road. He's planning an ambush. The prey will have to cross the road to stay on course. And when they do, Mantracker hopes to be there waiting.
If they stayed on the trail, they're going to come out right here. It's not the ideal place to catch them, but we might just scare the crap out of them. We got a lot of options on which way to run out there, but I want to let them know we're right beside them.
This is how I like to hunt moose. I chase them, I get them running, I circle around, and they usually come running to me.
I can hear them. So can my horse. Over. Did you miss me? Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah. Get up there. Come on. Hip. He ain't coming up here in that horse. Let's go back around. I saw him. Gotta be here somewhere. My heart is pounding. I can barely hear anything. He knows we're on this side. We gotta get back to that side.
Mantracker heads back to the road to secure the perimeter. The prey are trapped. They need a plan or a lucky break.
When this truck passes, let's run right after him. Let's let him mask our sound. You ready?
The prey made it across the road unnoticed. Their plan now? Make ground, and lots of it. Meanwhile, Mantracker still thinks his prey are trapped.
If we go in there tramping around now, we're just going to scare them and they can come out around behind us. We know they're in there right now. So our best bet is to maybe just leave them right there. We'll let the mosquitoes and the grizzlies look after these guys tonight. Never know what might come in the morning. A little hypothermia might slow them down a whole bunch.
Let's get this started.
Need some more tinder or kindling?
No, you know what? I'm pretty good. Let's get this on film just in case the tree breaks or the rope breaks. I've never been in this before.
Looks pretty good, Dustin.
Look at oh. I think this is peaceful.
Is that gonna work for you?
Oh man, is it ever gonna? Until I roll right or left.
These guys are doing better than I thought they would. Every time we jump them, they disappear into the bush like a snake. They don't make much sound. They're traveling pretty good for what I thought was a pair of gunsels. Did you miss me?
My adrenaline's pumping right now.
The prey are still at large, having spent a cold night under cover. They're halfway to victory, but fatigue and dehydration has pushed them to the brink. One mean day lies ahead.
Whoa. I'm charged.
Morning. Your heart's racing from the moment you get up. You're being hunted, and we want to get in the headspace of feeling like prey, like really getting in touch with the land, blending in.
be on his game today. He's going to want to close.
We're gonna win today.
We're ready to win.
He could be in here with us right now.
Mantracker is also on the move. He and Curtis split up to double their chances of finding a sign left behind by their prey.
Trying to find a bit of a track or something that shows me where they've gone. Curtis is checking out another trail.
Good track back there.
Is there? Good. Let's go that way. We've got tracks right here. We've got at least 2 sets. Yeah, a different tread pattern than yesterday. So maybe they changed their footwear. Where's this trail going to take us, Curtis?
Well, this trail goes on the south side of the creek.
So they could cross the creek and get over there?
Yeah, and there's a bridge a couple kilometers up.
Well, let's hightail it to the river. See if we can catch them there.
All right, sounds good.
With no water since yesterday, the prey need to find an elusive river. Mentally, dehydration has clouded their judgment. Physically, it's about to take its first victim.
Oh my God, I'm cramping on the back of my leg. Oh my God.
We got time. Shh. Come on, fine, come on. Touch your toes, touch your toes.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's go.
The prey finally reach the river and refill on water, but cramping and fatigue from dehydration will cost them.
See if we can get across this chunk of muskeg up here. But this ain't good. Right there. We'll never get through this stuff. You never know how deep it's going to be. You don't know what's in it. The horse could get in there and just sink to its belly, and then you got to pull them out. Quite often they'll rip a shoe off. You can get into quite a jackpot with shit like that. Yeah, we got to go back, Curtis. I'm just checking out we can get through this real thick stuff. Probably only have to lead them for 25, 30 yards. Take a cruise down the riverbank and see if they'll boneheads are down there.
Mantracker is coming up behind the prey. Unaware of each other's whereabouts, one little bend in the river is the only thing separating hunter and hunted.
We knew we had to move. We got to the riverbed. It wasn't what we wanted at the time. It was too exposed, so we felt very vulnerable there. We were scared.
Oh, we've got tracks here. This little bit of sand is very, very fresh. This one here, it's a little bit of dry stuff and he scooped it back. It hasn't got a crust on it or nothing. That's amazing. We've been busting through the bush and the shit and the muskeg for probably an hour now. And we're actually on an island. And we're right on top of them again. they were going through some horrible stuff. They're young and they're fit, and they're probably, you know, they don't know the word give up. So I kind of figured they were just going to keep going until they dropped dead, or I caught them. So, you know, the race was on. We've got 2 sets of footprints. There's one there, there's one there. Handprints. The only way you'd get these marks is if they were crawling. Let's see where they've gone from here. You can see here where they've climbed up over there. There's a good footprint just in front of that kind of flat rock. Claw marks where they've got up onto the moss. I guess we have to figure out how the hell they get up there. It's not going to be easy.
There's a road up there. Probably headed down it.
Let them come this way, let them come this way.
My God, I'm cramping on the back of my leg.
And we're right on top of them again.
The prey have fought their way up the riverbank and are pushing to make good time on the road. The trackers are stranded, struggling with the treacherous terrain that is putting the horses in danger.
I wanted to try and follow some of their side routes, and there was one trail that we could have used. And I took my horse in there. He usually takes me through tough areas, and this was just one of those tough areas that I shouldn't have tried.
Come on. Just walk him ahead a few steps, make sure everything's working.
I checked my horse out. He seemed to be all right. We're gonna take it pretty careful after that. That was a hairy situation. So we had to do a lot of detouring. These guys we're using the bush to their advantage.
We're gonna go back across the river and try to get up in these next pine trees.
There's a ditch. Let's ditch.
Even though the prey are still far from the finish, they want to move, and they want to move fast. Their best bet, ditch the weight and travel light. But this is a gamble. They've got 18 kilometers of brutal bush to get through.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, it's dandy, isn't it? Holy shit. Boy, this stuff sucks. Not made for horses.
Feeling nervous on the open trail, the prey decide to head into the dense bush below. It will be slow going, but easier on the nerves.
You got a track right there. And it's going backwards. Starting to get mad at these guys.
It's got a that bone. I bet you some wolves got it.
Look at that knuckle. That could be its brains. Look at all the little cells in there. Brains or lungs or... Smell it.
Okay.
It's not nice.
We haven't been following any tracks here. The tracks bugger off back there a ways, but this is way too steep to take a horse down. We've already had one wreck today. We don't need another one. We're just going to keep going, and hopefully this trail hits the river. See if we're ahead of them, behind them, beside them. It's got to be one of the three.
Gourmet meal.
Dustin. Dustin, what are you gonna do about your pretty pink backpack?
I'm going to
I'm gonna take this shirt off, this green shirt right here.
Looks like you're going to a rave in Tokyo.
And I'm gonna put this backpack under the shirt. So I think it's gonna get intense in the next couple hours.
Hey, we can take a look down here. We might get a good view of the river.
Let's try that. We just come in off this trail here. We got a reasonable, decent spot to look at a bunch of the river here. They could be on the moon for all I know right now.
Playing it safe has run its course. Dustin and Ian want to pick up the pace. They head for flat ground, but make an escape plan.
We are in sort of an unsafe zone on the road at this point in the day. Well, we've got a steep embankment there, and we've got a huge embankment all the way down to the river. So ultimately, pick up some Ks, and then when we see him, we know he's here. We go down, we cross the river, he's on this side, we take him to the finals.
The prey are now on a collision course with Mantracker.
You go back to the horses and just watch and make sure they don't come down the trail. Because if they steal our horses, we're screwed.
I thought I heard something back there, like something scurried.
Come on, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. They're into that bunch of poplars there on the bottom. This is our lucky day.
A lucky break. The prey are heading into a forest of poplars. Tall, well-spaced trees making for great visibility. But even with the odds on his side, Mantracker wants to set up an ambush.
Came right down the damn trail behind us. If we were a little better hidden, you know, they would have walked right on top of us.
Okay. Here.
Just as we're coming up the ridge on the other side of the river, cramp, real bad. As bad as I've ever had in my life. Both hamstrings go, straighten them out, both quads go, drop, I'm on the ground.
My hamstrings and quads are both cramped. My quad won't relax.
If Mantracker would have come up, he just would have hit me. I would not even be able to get on my feet. Mentally, the lowest moment of the day.
We want to try to get these guys right here. And because Curtis's horse is a lot faster than mine, I'm going to send him up the hill. If they're able to and they break and run, I'm going to be on the right-hand side of the road down low. I'm going to hopefully be up close enough that we catch them in between us.
Here they come.
Oh.
My heart's racing.
That's the prey right there. We got a track right there.
My heart's racing.
Fed up with losing the prey to the deep bush, Mantracker is playing it safe and waiting for the perfect opportunity to capture his prey. Dustin and Ian have no idea he's breathing right down their necks.
Let him go. They were just always in the wrong spot for us to jump out and catch them. They had too many options of escape. We wanted to pick our time to catch these guys because they're young. They got lots of piss and vinegar left, so we wanted to make sure we had some room to work. We didn't want to just scare them into the real deep stuff and never see them again. Let's stay out in the open and kind of parallel along these guys and see if we get a better chance. Sometimes I'm way too goddamn patient. We should have jumped them.
The prey make a narrow escape, and they don't even know it. After his plan backfired, Mantracker is jockeying for position, gunning for a capture. The final drive, the home stretch, and with 5 kilometers left to go, the battle for the bridge is on.
We're at the river. We just gotta make time. We gotta be fast steps. We gotta be making time. So we're gonna hit the river and run.
We just parallel the river and come out through the bush. They should be in front of us. There they are. They're way up the river. That late in the day, they were traveling way faster than I expected them to be.
I think their momentum was actually carrying them more than their body. They were going and their body was just coming with them.
I think I see the bridge. Okay.
Still cramped? Sit up. Sit up with your legs in a V. Sit like that.
We lost them. It got too steep for the horses. They're down on the river. They gotta come up, so we're gonna go down and meet them.
Got cramps like you wouldn't believe. Powering on.
I don't know what these guys will do to get away. They're going through hell right now.
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
You put in a good day today. Must be frustrating not seeing us.
I saw you a lot.
Just couldn't catch us. Well, we're gonna roll on. I'm sure you're gonna do the same. We'll see if we can catch you, beat you across that bridge.
Thanks for telling me where the finish line is. Come on, Curtis. We're gonna make a capture.
We thought we had a chance to win coming out here. It was harder than we thought. It was longer than we thought. We were more tired, more thirsty. Muscles hurt more. It was like a battle from early day one. We all ride the boulders to the end.
There's the bridge, buddy.
I'm just trying to see if they were just wasting time to maybe come up, hoping that I'd run to the bridge. Well, we'll put one guy on each side and see what they do.
Going up to the road now means certain capture.
One thing about it, they've got balls. They're not gonna have any when they're done swimming this creek.
The prey's only option, brave the rapids and ride right under the finish line. Crawling on their last legs to the finish, the prey steal a victory.
I think we did it.
Well, that's that then.
I thought if we had won, it's going to feel great. But given the difficulty, given what we had done in the 36 hours previous, it made it way, way better than I thought. I mean, like adrenaline, the exhilaration, it was nothing I experienced before. It was that good.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hunting humans, it's a little bit different. They can turn things around where they can actually hurt you instead of just running scared. Still yet, I like to catch my prey.
It's a tough country, and they coped very well.
At the moment, I definitely feel like I'm about 6 foot tall and bulletproof, but that'll change tomorrow. I'll be like 5'4".